So I'm extremely excited for today because it's the first episode of the new season and we have a really smick new camera. We have a really smick new cameraman. We have microphones. We have a big plan, which we're so prepared. So much so that me and Kane couldn't sleep the night before. We were too excited. We knew we were waking up at 6 AM and that in itself wasn't going to be possible. So we decided we'll pull an all-nighter. We'll stay up the whole night in preparation for today. And that kind of didn't work out at all.
So, what do you wanted to have an all-nighter? I was good with that until 4 o'clock. You suggested we should have a nap, like an hour nap.
And we are wrecked. We are in a horrible state, just the worst condition.
Woody actually got to sleep, but I didn't. I was laying there awake for that hour.
And then the cameraman rocks up, and there's no Chris. Chris hasn't turned up.
I overslept. I woke up to a phone call from Woody saying, where are you? Because normally I'm early. Well,
normally you sleep in.
Normally I sleep in.
I was totally out of it.
How cool is it that you can hear me talking right now? Why am I yelling? I don't know how to yell. How cool is it that you can hear me right now?
Kane and I have struck up this deal with a guy from Gumtree. We saw an ad up earlier in the week for a big lot of stuff. There was so much stuff that I still forget what was in it. And we're gonna go down, check it out, see if it's any good, and make an offer on it.
No one told me anything about what was actually happening, other than that we're getting a big Gumtree deal.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's say.
Go get food. Are you sure it's where we eat?
But I forgot the address, so I'm looking for a house that doesn't even exist.
Woody's lost and can't find it. But I'm more interested in my hash browns right now.
You got 2 instead of 1. What's going on there?
I ordered a regular meal and I think I usually get a small one. I got 2 hash browns. I'm pretty good.
Just whip me in the face with that.
What?
Nothing.
How you going? Didn't want to answer.
Woody's like standing out the car. I'm
What?
like filming this. Film from behind. This is weird. The game quest, like, it's very different to when I was on last time. They're like high rollers now. When I was on, it was just like a few goofballs with a camera. Now it's a bunch of goofballs with like a better camera, some mics and all this like new tech. What were you doing now, bro? What were you doing now there?
Just chilling, just waiting, just hanging out, just watching a friggin' train go past when our games are right on the other side of the tracks. That's what I'm doing, if you really wanted to know. Canathan Timsathan III.
Okay.
send you a game with your name on it. So we walk into the house. We will go through the shed to the back. He lives in a granny flat. And I'm just overwhelmed with the amount of crap I saw on the floor. There was so much stuff.
Alright. What do you want to look like
He starts pulling out bags and bags of stuff, and as a not hardcore collector, a lot of this stuff, I don't even know what it is, but I know that it's rare.
Damn! That's a lot of games.
Well, I want to look at this.
It's a US one, that's not a PAL one. But that didn't really bother me.
There's so much stuff here on the floor. There's a Vectrex, there's the Steel Killer Instinct, there's 2 big Mega Drive and Sega CD boxes just waiting to get torn into. Not literally, but man, I was just... so much stuff.
Damn!
Does it have any games?
Yeah, it's built in Mindstorm. That's what the overlay's for.
Well, the first thing I was drawn to immediately was the Vectrex. I saw that shiny, beautiful Vectrex, the first one I've ever actually seen.
Games are not properly.
The main thing I was drawn to was the Mega CD 2 because I really want Snatcher on Mega CD.
I feel like it's Christmas. I want something PAL that's really rare and hard to come by. And this is one of these things. This is one of them holy grail moments of this is a rare PAL game. This is what we look for when we go out. This is it. And here it is. StarCraft 64. The worst and one of the rarest games that we come across here in the wild.
Damn!
I am trying to count up in my head how much all this stuff is worth, what this comes to grand total, and it's ridiculous. It's going way over budget, thousands of dollars worth of stuff. I don't know how my wallet's gonna look when we come out of here.
So once again, I've been left in the dark to these dodgy dealings that happen in the suburbs, and we've been sent outside while they negotiate. I think it's as you saw, a pretty big haul. So yeah, I've got no idea what they want to pay or what they're gonna pay, and I don't think I'll ever know. Yeah, now they're waiting. You know, this could take a while.
Watched a few episodes and kind of always thought I'd go out hunting with you one day when I just missed you one day, I reckon, down at Games for All.
Yeah.
And thought, oh, because he said that you had just left, I thought I wouldn't mind running into him because obviously you get around this way and stuff a bit, the markets and stuff. I've always kind of held on to my Super Nintendo and most of my 64 stuff since I got it when I was what, 10, 12 or something.
Well, that's awesome, man. It was really great to meet you.
You too, man.
And thanks for being such a sport
Enjoy
as
it.
well. Really appreciate
That's right.
it. So a lot of people obviously aren't too keen on filming.
Yeah.
So.
No cameras here, eh?
Yeah, no
Didn't do that, eh?
cameras here, eh?
just got the message to come back in.
So we made a deal. The deal's done. We've paid an amount. We have paid an amount. And we're taking home the Sega CD, the Mega Drive, the kit. Oh yeah, we're taking home all of it.
It's a lot of games.
We can't decide what we want the most, so we just made an all-round offer on everything, and we got it all, essentially. So Brad sets up the Vectrix for us to play and make sure that it works, because this is one of the bigger purchases, so you want to make sure that it works alright.
Go for your life, man. 1982 technology.
I can't tell what you're meant to be doing.
Yeah, it's meant to be like a version of Asteroids or something.
And Kane takes the controller and starts playing.
It's really not the best game to test it on, really.
Should I
Can you not?
teleporting around?
None of them fire?
Yeah, there's usually a fire button.
I'm just teleporting around.
And that was it. Kane was gone after that. He just completely absorbed himself into the Vectrix, and there was no talking to him. He was as dead as he was in the morning when he was half asleep on my couch. You had just as much luck talking to him then as you do now.
This is what's meant to be the best game for Vectrix. Unfortunately, it's not mine, so you can't buy it.
And Brad puts in a better game for him to play, Berserker, which actually looked like a lot of fun. And he switches out the overlay, and that's it. Kane's gone.
This game before an arcade machine.
Yeah, Berserk.
It's actually really bad.
Me and the Vectrix were one.
I start talking to Brad. We have this great conversation about the game quest and just the crazy fact that all the friends I've made through the channel in the very short period of time I've been doing this, all of you guys watching, all my YouTuber friends and friends around Adelaide, and the new cameraman standing behind this camera right now, holding up a heart to me. And you know how I've walked into this guy's house who I've never met before, and he's welcomed us in, and we're just talking and having fun and laughing and buying his random crap.
It's called Research Road. You take a left there, and there's like a paint supply shop.
Yeah.
And you take a right into this car park. It's the most seediest, dodgiest looking place. But you'd be surprised, man. I picked up like all the Crash Bandicoots, Cooler World for PS1, like $2 each.
What's the market called?
Paddy's Market.
Is it on every Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday.
So it's on today.
Yeah, it's on right now.
Well, I know
Be
where we're
open.
going now. The whole time this is happening, Kane's behind me, completely disregarding anything that's being said, playing the friggin' Vectrix. Kane's still going over there.
He's going to be playing that all day.
He's loving it.
You might have to leave him here and pick him up later.
Yeah, we'll pick him on the way back through.
He's loving it.
Once I started playing that Vectrix, the whole world around me ceased to exist.
You want to shut the door, or? There's a few dollars worth of stuff in there. So we filled up the other camera with the memory card, the 64 gig memory card or something. We completely filled it up with footage from today. So now we've got to do a stopover at Dick Smith's, the electronical store thing, to buy a new memory card so we can keep filming today. Which sucks.
That's commitment.
That is commitment, but it sucks because we got that market that he told us about.
We're still gonna go there, right?
Yeah, but you know,
late.
if there's good stuff there and it's going, it sounded like there was great stuff there.
But we were keen to go to these next set of markets, and we had to stop and go get a new memory card. I mean, it was that or film with the crappy camera that you guys have put up with for previous episodes, and that wasn't happening.
But he was so persistent on the fact that we weren't going to go back to the old camera. That wasn't going to be a thing, he said. That we went and got another memory card. So thank you, Chris. You all owe it to Chris for having the last half of this episode in such high quality. So a moment's appreciation for Chris. So we walk into Paddy's Market and it wasn't quite what I was expecting. It's actually a really, really cool place, but with no games.
It's missing the sticker.
I used to have one of these.
I had that as well.
I got one of them. Didn't you like put chips in it? Or put chips, you put chips on it and it played different sounds as to what chip you had on it.
The chips came with the figures.
Those figures?
That's pretty cool stuff. Yeah. Wiping mics from Mars, I remember that.
Handle with a button side.
Do you have any games? Anything, any kind of old stuff, any kind of new stuff, as old back as you can go?
Video games.
Game Boys.
Stuff.
I don't know. Hey, Phil? Phil? Have you got any Game Boys?
Anything. Any game.
Anything?
Alright, thank you.
Paddy's Market was kind of cool, but not exactly what we're looking for on the game quest, I reckon. Like, the toys were... I really like the toys there. I like toys. But I feel bad shelling out money on toys because they're going to sit on my shelf. Games I buy are just going to sit on my shelf, but I might play them. Might. He has found the video games.
No, there's nothing good. No interest?
No. How much were they?
Doesn't say.
Paddy's Market was good if you're toy hunting. If you're gay hunting. If you're game hunting, not so good.
So between taking forever to get to Brad's house, spending forever at Brad's house because he was such a cool guy, wasting time with the memory card, going to this market and having a look around at all these cool toys, it's gotten pretty late in the day and we still have to go home and separate and segregate all of these games and decide who's actually getting what. So we've got to head back to mine now and have the horrible task of figuring out who's going to get some of the really cool stuff. So we've sort of separated out into sections and areas. We're going to take turns at picking certain things. We've got like the big ticket items, and then we have groups of SNES and Atari and Mega Drive. So things we've already sorted out. I don't know where Kane's hid his. I said to freaking leave it there, Kane.
My pal's already
Okay, well
started.
there's two things over there that Kane's already got. He's got the Advantage controller and the Vectrex. Vectrex because he paid the extra for it. Advantage because we agreed that that worth was the same as those two.
Wood and Kane are ready to divide and conquer the games. Like, they've got their eye on what they want. I have my eye on what I want, but I can't have. Jamie's doing the camera work. So what do? I sit in the corner, just watching, wanting, not getting.
So 2 space games each. Okay.
I can get an extra one here.
You take that.
I already have 2 of these. I have 1 of those. I don't have that one.
Does that work? Guess I'll go with the boy. these two guys can probably be together, one each.
Well, you'd want Bomberman, wouldn't you?
I'd let you choose on it. Let's make some progress on that.
Okay, that's good. We'll come back to that one. We'll do the SNES first, the loose SNES cards. Right, you have all of that. I have those three. See, this isn't too bad. We're getting there.
Making progress. Probably choose this one. Just because I saw it in a Pete Doll video.
And we separate everything except the big ticket stuff, and we're both feeling pretty good about it. But then it comes down to the main things. And Kane says to me, and he makes a really good point, I guess. Out of the big ticket stuff, what he wants the most, out of all of it, is the Mega CD. And he wants it more than anything else. And he doesn't really care for the other stuff as much. This is what he wants. The other stuff he'd like, this is what he wants. I want it all. I'm happy if I go home with any of these things. So it really only made sense. We've both put in the money. We've both spent the big bucks. If he gets the Mega CD. It's only fair that you get one thing that you really want and I still get something that I really want. So just take that, and then I'll take that, and then you pick next. Sometimes that's just the way that splitting up a big lot of games go.
So, Woody doesn't know this, but he's sitting right there, so he's about to know this. I wasn't going to pick Killer Instinct because I knew how much he wanted it. It was always his.
Sure.
It's my choice.
I don't know if you were nice to me then, but thank you. Now, he loves Bomberman. Bomberman is one of his things. And he loves playing his games, and I know having a sealed game would drive him insane. But I also feel like he did this for me. And in the same sense that Chris left me Sonic, I really appreciate that. He didn't have to do it, but if I hadn't have got the Mega CD or the Killer Instinct, I would have been a little hurt. So, thank you, Kane. Thank you.
I'm a really big, I'm a huge fan. So I'm a pretty big fan of the Bomberman series. What are you laughing at?
You just went all this scales, and then you realised you went too far and you pulled it back.
I was testing the waters to see which one.
Which fan am I?
Which one fit. So I'm a pretty big fan. Alright, you can choose out of these two.
Serious? I can't quite remember. Without watching back, I don't know how I managed to get StarCraft 64 as well. I think maybe it was just my turn to pick, but I got that. So I'm really happy with that. Because it's really hard to come by, and even though it's got some label damage, it's still probably worth around $100. So I'm really happy with that. Adding rare stuff to the collection for me is just as exciting as adding something that I've been looking for a while that I really want to play.
Probably go with the games. Alright, just because they're games.
I mean, that seems sort of fair that he got the SNES games, I got the box NES controller. Pretty damn happy about it, actually.
I think we're done. Good deal, my friend.
Oh my god, I'm so tired and exhausted.
I'm really sweaty.
So, we've split all of the games. We're both really happy. We've had a long day. This took a lot longer than it was going to look like on film. We've got a ridiculous amount of good stuff.
The day was it was one of our most successful days as far as pickups go. Had a good time. Besides, the first few hours, I was barely alive.
This is the worst goddamn day of my whole life.